because they paid their fees late. What sense is in it that over 600 students paid their fees late? So you allow them to write exams, but they have paid the fees. So many people at GIMPA, when they die, you take their brain fresh. They're not using their heads.
Kwame A, popularly known as A Plus, has expressed his worry about happenings at GIMPA, known as Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration. Onwakasa is an alumni of the school, where expressing worries about certain things happening during his time and are still happening currently. One of those worries is a student car park. To me, Hakwenya impact cars, which is very worrisome. Yet also mean about say students HF fees may want to mean try exams. Reason for not being able to write the exams, and say students need to have fees in them. And according to Kwame A Plus, only say at least the authorities should at least consider the student no more because Amani Maishi and Trinu Maishi I'm out for bread, son on when you scan the habitual fees. Say Nipa habitual fees need no waiting and at least consider. Now, yeah, then money to me, draw. Busiamu we cop you could see Kwame Plus and say no myself. How on your kind, I'm off my nature and bright or comment section. Do you agree with him or you beg to differ?
Hey, I wanted to do this video on Facebook, but it looks like the network. I don't know what is wrong with Facebook. It's just a mess. It's not working properly. And what I have to say is very important. So I decided to come on Instagram. It's better here. I'm going to talk about GIMPA. GIMPA, the institution called GIMPA. So if you're a student of GIMPA, call anybody. You can show the video to anybody who is a student of GIMPA, past or present, and say, and call them and tell them that I want they should come and listen to something. GIMPA, Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration. GIMPA. Call everybody to come and listen. I have a message for them. When we went to GIMPA, when I was doing my first degree in GIMPA, it was one of the, because I still like the school, I want to choose my words carefully. But GIMPA was better under that administration as compared to what it is today. When we were in GIMPA, one of the most difficult things that one of the difficulties that we encountered in a school was parking. Parking in the school was more difficult than parking at a concert. When we were in GIMPA, if you don't get to the school, they look like security had to go around and clamp cars because people were parking anyhow. You wouldn't get parking. It was very difficult to park. Look, GIMPA was like, and when you get to the car park, the students' car park, it was packed. Very difficult to find a place to park. Ask anybody who was in GIMPA like 5 years, 10 years ago. The students' car park had a market. Like there were people selling there because there were so many cars parking there, so many students passing through the car park, and business was booming at the car park. Today, that car park is like some farm, abandoned farm. There's nothing going on there. GIMPA is dying. GIMPA is collapsing. GIMPA is collapsing, and nobody is talking about it. If you are an alumni, if you are a present student, that beautiful institution is collapsing. We have to do something about it. And the reason why it is collapsing is because people are refusing to use their brains. People are not using their heads anymore. You see, when you die and they open your head, When you die and they open your head and they look at your brain must be tired. When you die and they open your head, they look at your brain must be tired. Like you overuse your brain. So when they take your brain and they watch it, that this brain, it's not second hand, it's not third hand, like fourth hand, fifth hand, like the brain, what brain up bread. But so many people, they die, you take the brain fresh. Hey, I cannot be full. Hey, I green like you didn't use your brain. Like what brain one fine yesterday. So you die, your brain is new, brand new brain in your head. You didn't use it for anything, you just lived. When you die and they take your brain, when you live, if it's a child, that is fine. But when you grow, you work, you 50 years, 60 years, they should take your brain, and the brain, also a bread. But there are so many people at GIMPA. When they die, you take their brain fresh. They're not using their heads. GIMPA, a fee-paying institution. I'm not saying this because I'm affected in any way. I'm saying this because of people. A fee-paying institution. That institution, one thing that it lacks right now is thinking. Like agreeing, common sense, thinking. For people to think, that institution right now it is like a computer where they're just giving command. People have refused to think in that institution. Me, as I'm speaking to you, last year I had to graduate from my master's. I didn't graduate because my thesis came late. I accept it. I'm not angry. I accept it. The thesis came late. The lecturer didn't they didn't mark it early and whatever. I don't care. It came late. I accept it. So I'm not saying anything for myself. I will definitely go and graduate. I'm not looking for that certificate to go and look for a job. You understand? So I'll go and graduate. But what sense is in preventing students from writing exams because they paid their fees late? What sense is in it? That over 600 students paid their fees late. So you allow them to write exams, but they have paid the fees. So, but when they paid the time that they were able to pay the fees, the system had been closed, and so they couldn't register. So about 600 people can't write exams. Do you know how difficult it is for people to get money to come and pay at GIMPA? You know how difficult, and they have paid, or not that they have not paid, or they have paid. Hey, do you know how difficult you say? Oh, in a brochure, when you don't pay early and they close the system, you cannot register. Hey, here's not a brochure. A brochure. Do you know what government gives the people? Do you know? How do you call it? Do you know their wages? Do you know what students go through to get money to come and pay school fees in this country, in this economy? Do you know what people parents go through, individual workers? Do you know what they go through? Here, everything must be different. In Ghana, you can't think like how the whole world thinks. So in Ghana, you have to think different. You have to think about human beings differently. Do you know what siblings are going through to be able to get money to come and pay their siblings' school fees? Do you know what mothers are going through? And you say, oh, me there, we have closed the system. You are mad. You are not using your brain. That institution was not made for people to just sit down and do as they feel. It was made to educate Ghanaians. It was made for people. That is the center of excellence. Use your brain to think like human beings. Open the thing and let the people register and go and write exams. People must think. You must give exceptions. This economy is not easy. Don't compare this place to anybody. People are going through hell. People are going through hell. When I was doing my bachelor's, people were going through hell so much that I adopted 4 people that I was paying their fees for them. For 4 years, I had to pay for them. They cannot pay. So you don't sit down there somewhere and think that because you are a whatever registrar or rector or whatever, it is not. And you the students body, SRC, you people too, you are not intelligent people. Don't write the exams without your colleagues who have paid. Don't write. If the whole school doesn't write exams, what will the school do? Be deaf, be your brother's keeper. Be your brother's keeper. Use your brain. That is why you have SRC. Use your brain. Think like human beings. All of you should come together and don't go and write any exams. Over 100 and something law school, they cannot write exams because they have not paid. Hey, do you know how much? Yeah, do you know that fees that they have to pay? Do you know people's salary? People are taking 1,500, 1,000, and they are in school, and you are not happy. This is an institution that is looking for scholarship outside to come and help people. People have money to pay. Say we won't let them write exams. Jimmy. It is foolishness. Think like human being. Use your own brain to sit down and say that looking at the economy, looking at this, those who have not registered, we can't do anything about it. Who have not paid, we can't do anything about it. But those who have paid, let's do this. Even those who have not paid, let's see how can we help them. Help people. That is what government is about. That is what institute. Help people. As you are sitting down there, everybody, you people, your salary that you are getting, is it enough for you? Before you are thinking about people who are doing cleaning and all and coming to pay school fees and say that we will not allow them to write exams. This country wants to educate people. Don't prevent people from being educated, especially when they have paid school fees. Use your brain. Don't be robots. GIMPA, all of you, SRC, why did they vote for you? Now, my friend, SRC president, why did they vote for you? You are going to sit there and write exams, and your colleagues can't write, but they have paid fees. What are you there for? When one teacher has an issue, all the teachers will rise up and go and defend their teacher. They can go on strike. The whole Ghana National Association of Teachers, or NAT, or whatever they call it, they can go on strike because one person has an issue. Nurses at Kolebud Confanachi, they say they are going on strike because somebody's father came to insult somebody. Insult. You want to go and sit and write exams when your colleagues have paid fees, but be there for your brother. That is what life is about. All of you shouldn't write the exam. If the whole law school you don't write exams, will GIMPA survive? Don't let these people, every time, look, people power. When you come together, you are powerful. If the institution won't think, force them to think. Everybody must be allowed to write exams. Especially those who have paid. This country wants to educate people. This is the center of excellence. Look, some years back, there was so much traffic at GIMPA. It starts from the gate to Benab. I saw the register and I said, I'm so disappointed in GIMPA. This is the center of excellence. And you can't direct traffic. And you are training people here to go out there and work for Ghana. Well, here, there's no sense here. You can't manage traffic on this campus. Today, the traffic crash, some is not there. Nobody is coming. And people don't see that they are failing. They are only interested in buying their new cars and going to sit inside. All of them, they come like they are coming to save the institution. They can't do anything for the school. Think like human beings. Be there for the people. The institution can never survive without people. Are you going to rear goats in GIMPA? GIMPA. They have paid fees. They paid late. Open the thing for them, the portal, whatever they call. Open for them, let them register and go and write exams. This is an institution where intellectuals, this is where, you see, Ghana, the fooling starts from where we go to school. Nyanso biya Kolebuse ni yeno da from 1930 something obi anwi bi yenye sa obi anwi was Kolebu hobiem, and it starts from baby ye kire ade because obi an person na adwen be ye adwuma. Now to say nipa 600 mo bi an treasure because they pay their school fees late. Now why Jimmy ana mommy yanka no on what campaign say Kwame A Plus the account with the atem na why Jimmy who din kwasi asema me yanka tro na ye wo ya yanka jo say kwasi asem na wudi no na nko skin no Numu language amoti ase na ye ka no. Nipa brebre wo kroma the way what people are going through. More lectures now, more school and because I don't want to even go into. If I start going there, issues and I've stated clearly that last year my masters they didn't graduate me. I'm not angry because it is partly my fault. I'm a very reasonable person. I'm a very objective person. I look at things in a different way. If it's my fault, it's my fault. If it's my mother's fault, it's my mother's fault. If it's my father's fault, if it is my wife's fault, it's my wife's fault. But when you are not doing the right thing, I'll tell you too that you are not doing the right thing. I can criticize myself. So when something is not right, it is not right. So I'm not saying anything for myself. Me, I had a master certificate, and I'm the copy. I'm the copy. School no makwara my break. School no say kwame person could be if I'll finish my my LLB. Me could be kura me who say makwala and some course me like me school no my break. My co school no kura my break. But as your mom nyom co school di kan ja me nyina kura my co school achen omu nyina. So me I'm tired. I don't even need it. So I'm not talking for me. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I'm just angry that people have gone to school and they are refusing to use their brain. So this one is part one. We will give you people pressure. I'm going to call past students of GIMPA. You people have you people at GIMPA, you have had some freedom for too long. Me there, I am there for people. For people. Look, if 20 people do the wrong thing and they agree that what they've done is wrong, but we have to help them, I will support the 20 people. They need help. Me, I support people. It is people that used to build institutions. And we need to educate people. So you cannot sit down and so all these people that who write exams, then they will come back and come and pay fees again to come. Well, you more can say Ghana even people who have scholarship, people are mom scholarship, people who are on government scholarship, the money, do you know when the money comes? They have to go and find money and come and pay before the money will come. Not to talk of people who don't have scholarship and they have to, people are taking care of themselves in level 400 and their siblings in 200 and 100. Hey, mo green, mo nim say easy. Obi wo hwa or ye nua pani but osan ye mother and father. People are in this country, people are in GIMPA who are like they are the firstborn. They are the oldest in the house. They have lost their parents. So the firstborn itself is the mother, is the father, one woman, and most of them are females. They are taking care of themselves. They are taking care of their other siblings. They come and pay fees for themselves and their siblings, and you say it's late, so they can't write exam. Think like a normal human being. Don't think like a robot. Don't behave like a fool. Don't behave like a fool. And I don't want anybody from GIMPA to respond to this one. I will misbehave. And I know how to do it more than the whole school put together. And even this government, this whole government sitting down, they cannot fight with me. You understand? You will do this as 600 people write exam. The next day they will turn around MPP. What does MPP go to? Does MPP know about writing exam? What has MPP got to do with it? You do 600 people don't write exams. The next minute, who should they blame? Government. What has government got to do with this one? So you government too, you see this one. All those of you who are government people, tell them that they should go and tell GIMPA that they should allow people to write their exams. The fooling in this country is too much. They should allow them to write their exams. This one is part one. If I'm going to continue, and if you people don't allow people to write exams, then I'll start enter into GIMPA issues. Now I'll start talking about that institution itself because I've seen that you want to destroy people's lives. So we will start destroying the institution. We will enter into people's issues. If you people don't do this one and you think that, oh, we are GIMPA, no problem. You know that me, I have so much love for this institution. Look, me that you people didn't graduate me last week, said my thesis came late, and I'm not even angry. Me, I used to buy like me to turn your man there, but school toilet, you know, so bon. Me, Google so like I use my own money. I love that school. I don't even want anything in return. I just love that institution. You can there's nothing you can say that A plus. No. I came, you say you graduate me. I said no problem. I look like that school me pen. So I'm not bitter about anything. I'm not angry. If it's my fault, I accept it. If you people don't change this thing and open the portal or whatever they call it for people to come and register, and you ignore this one and leave 600 people stranded, I'll start talking about that.